You think soccer is an American word, a clumsy rebrand of the real thing. Proof that one country looked at the world's game and decided to rename it. It isn't. The word soccer was invented in England, by the English, decades before America cared about the sport at all. The country that mocks the word is the country that made it. Here is exactly how it happened. Start in the 1800s. England has a problem. Everyone plays something called football. Nobody plays the same football. One town carries the ball, another bans hands. Some allow shins to be kicked. Same name. Different chaos. This wasn't a sport yet. It was a category, a loose family of games that happened to involve a ball and your feet, and occasionally your fists. So, in 1863, a group meets in London and writes down one official set of rules. Their version becomes association football. The association just means the people who agreed on the rules. That's it. A committee gave the sport its longer name. Now the slang. Students at the time had a habit. They'd take a word, chop it, and add on the end. Rugby football became rugger. Association football became a soccer, then just soccer. It was casual, it was posh, it was English to the core. This is the part nobody believes. The word people now call an American insult started as British schoolboy slang. For about 100 years, Britain used both words happily. Football, soccer, same thing, no argument. Newspapers printed it. Clubs used it. Nobody clutched their chest over a syllable. Then, two things happened. In America, the name football was already taken. By a sport with helmets, downs, and very little kicking. So when the kicking game arrived, America reached for the spare word sitting right there. Soccer, tidy, logical, done. No malice, no agenda, just a country with one word too few. And in Britain, that's exactly the problem. The more Americans said soccer, the more the word smelled foreign. So Britain quietly dropped the word it had invented, purely to avoid sounding American. England abandoned soccer to spite a country that learned it from England. Here's the wrinkle most fans miss. There is no correct word. Football isn't more authentic. Soccer isn't a betrayal. They came from one country, one sport, one absurdly long name. One stayed home, one went abroad. Both are English, and it matters right now. The World Cup is being co-hosted in the United States. The one place on Earth where calling it soccer is simply correct. Millions of newcomers are about to argue about the name while watching the exact tournament that proves the fight is pointless. Same game, same roots, different flag on the word. So, football was a category, not a game. A committee in 1863 wrote one official version, association football. English slang shrank that into soccer. America kept the word because its own football was taken. Britain ditched it because it started to sound American. One sport, two names, zero villains. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.